So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this upcoming open world game called The Tower. Now I've got to say though that this is one of the most unique open world games that I have seen so far, and in terms of how realistic this game looks. Now this game basically allows you to do farming, crafting, building bases and upgrading it into a very huge village, and all the basic survival instincts in a survival game. Now the game takes place in an island which is really large in size. Now the map size is so big that it actually takes you 30 minutes to get from one end of the map to the other side. So a very long time ago, there were these demons that lived in this island that basically drove off your ancestors from this place. And now your ancestors are once again back in order to take over the land and claim the land which is rightfully theirs to begin with. Now in order to do that, you basically create your own character at first, and then you choose a location in which you want to be building your first tower. Now keep in mind that the location that you choose to build this tower is going to be permanent, so you can't really be changing the locations of your towers. So as you build your first tower, you can basically upgrade this and turn it into one of the biggest villages that ever exists in the game. And the population of your ancestors are also going to gradually increase depending on how much you upgraded the tower and all that stuff. Now, one thing that this game absolutely blew the shit out of me is the simulation ecosystem that I don't think any of the current gen or even the next gen open world games have ever had so far. I might be wrong, let me know in the comments. Now what does this simulation ecosystem do? This basically allows the game to actually grow things dynamically. So let's say for example you cut down some of the trees in this game in order to build your village or your tower, and over time as you keep progressing through everyday life, the tree that you cut down before is once again going to grow all the way back up. Now you can also decide to do farming. That is also a thing in this game. You can basically plant seeds and then grow plants, and those plants can eventually grow into a very huge tree as well someday. Now one of the most coolest things that you will see with the nature of this game is that, for example, you want to go hunting and you want to hunt some animals, or you want to go fishing, and at the start of the game you're obviously not going to be finding any fish nor any animals near your camp. So what you can do is basically place a seaweed underneath the water, and over time you'll basically see that all the fish across the island will start coming to your location and you can start fishing in that spot. The same goes for some of the herbivorous animals. You can start growing plants and vegetations which kind of attracts these animals which look like cows or like herbivorous animals which come there to eat the plants, and then you try to eat them. It's basic cycle of life. So in terms of realism, I think this game kind of ranks all the way from a scale of 1 to 10. I would say this game ranks all the way up to 9. Now this game has both single player as well as multiplayer mode, so you can play with your friends or random people around the world, but the developers have already confirmed the multiplayer mode is not going to have PvP, so you're basically not going to go against each other in the multiplayer mode. It's basically like you cooperating with other online players in order to build your villages. You can also start trading items with online players. You can also start working together in order to build each other's village. So when you're working with other players in the multiplayer mode, so you'll basically have to combat other AIs in the game. Some of the wild animals, some of these huge monsters, and the game also has this very large demonic presence in the island, which is one of the sole reasons to why your ancestors were driven away from this island. So this is where the main concept of the game comes in. So make sure that you guys are listening very carefully. So each of these servers are going to be having a timer. So in this given timer, you'll basically have to upgrade this island. You'll have to grow in the island and get much stronger than these demons that are present in this island. So let's say if you fail to completely upgrade your island within the given amount of time, then these demons in the island are basically going to start attacking you. And in order to defend your village from these demonic presence, you'll basically have to be much more stronger. So it is extremely important for you to work with other online players in order to build each other's village and also start a better civilized world, so you can have enough resource in order to take down these demonic presence. Now unfortunately we don't really have an exact release date of when this game is going to be coming out, but of course my guess would be somewhere around early 2022. Now the game's going to be releasing on both consoles and PC, but we don't really know if the game's going to enable the crossplay feature. So I want to know from you guys, are you excited for this upcoming open world game called The Tower? Are you really intrigued about this concept or idea of how this game works out, like you have a timer and all that stuff? Let me know all of your opinions down below in the comments, and also which platform are you guys going to be playing this game on? Let me know all of that stuff down below in the comments. With that being said, if you guys want to see more content on all the upcoming open world games, because open world games is something that I cover on this channel, so make sure you guys go ahead and smack that red subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications, because if you don't turn on your bell notifications and set notifications to all, then YouTube would basically not notify you on all the videos that I upload every single day. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast every day, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.